You see, my dad is a Muslim, and I would say he's relatively, I won't say, I can, let me use the word rich because he's a rich man in all fact. So he married more than one wife, and he's always of the opinion that none of my male child will get married to one wife. Everybody must get married to more than one wife. And this is the thing. He said, you will be the one to take the first wife yourself. Then I will be the one to marry you the second wife. And you will all agree with me on this platform that the hardest thing to do is to marry the second wife. And when you go beyond the barrier of the second wife, then you have no limit. You will always marry the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. And he married 10 and he had 48 kids. So that's the only part of Islam. If there's anything that is more scary for me as somebody who has traveled a lot, is raising up my kids or trying to have my kids here for now when they are young. And that's more reason why I'm willing to try a long distance relationship. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Kids abroad and kids in Nigeria, you can't compare them. Though I know things are fast changing in Nigeria too. I'm a Nigerian, no, but there's still some level of decorum. There's still some level of your mother is speaking, you don't have to speak now.
I said, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm okay. So you're in Lagos and you're into food business, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. How old are you, sorry?
26.
You're 26. Okay, 26 in Lagos into food business. So what do you want from our life this morning? Or
I
is it
want a
what
partner. You said what?
I thought is it what you want to talk to? Or you're looking for love
I
for
would have
yourself?
I would have loved to talk to him because he's cute, but I want a Muslim, I'm sorry.
Okay, you want a Muslim. You would have loved to talk to Paul, but you want a Muslim.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
for being direct. So, Miriam, this Muslim that you went to, could you tell me the character that you look for in this Muslim?
I want a God-fearing man, an honesty man, and someone that will take care of me. When I say take care of me, I'm not I fine. I mean times of money, but at least, but I have my own job that I do. Do you understand? But at least supportive, a supportive man. Yes.
Hmm.
And please, a tall, dark man. Please. I'm
You are
sorry.
you tall?
I'm tall.
Eh,
Mm.
let us know about our aging. Let's continue from where so this man, do you want him in Lagos? It can be outside Lagos.
Anyway, but all this Lagos man, Jesus Christ. So maybe outside Lagos, I don't mind.
Outside Lagos. How many men in Lagos have you dated?
Two.
Two. The two of them, they were not good people. What were you doing that you attracted two bad people?
I don't know.
Now, wow. You are what you attract. If all your life, only bad people have been coming to you, you're a bad person.
I'm not a bad person. No, 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 no.
Then how come only you,
No,
two bad
I'm not.
people, only you? Are you the only one in the
The
world?
second, the second guy traveled to Canada, and since then we've not been talking. I don't know, just
Why you was
disappear.
preparing to travel? Why do you two not prepare to travel to Canada?
They not give me visa now. I don't know. I don't know what I do. They not give me.
You will apply again and you will apply till they give you so you don't meet the love of your life. Or you don't want to fight for love.
Ah, it is well.
It is weird to know though. Oh yeah, I don't hear you. We'll try, we'll pity you because that's what we do here. We pity people, we'll give them partner, even with their bad character. We'll give them. What country are you
Yeah.
in?
Um, I'm in Stockholm, Sweden.
You're in Sweden.
Yes.
Miriam is in Nigeria or Lagos.
You say?
Miriam is in Nigeria, Lagos.
Uh-huh. We're in Lagos.
You're in Lagos. Miriam,
Yeah.
answer that question.
Songo,
Huh?
Songo.
Songo in Lagos. Where are you from?
Yeah, Kwara State.
Kwara State. Ah, that's lovely. I'm from Ogun State. I'm from Ijebu.
Okay,
But I moved here in 2018, and this is where I live. I work
okay.
as a nurse in an hospital, and also in. I'm sorry, I'm wearing so many clothes because I'm going out. I'm going to the gym. I'm sorry, and I work as a nurse in the old people's home also. So I live here, single, don't have kids.
I
I'm
don't have
looking at
kids.
and I'm looking at settlement. How old are you?
26.
26. Uh, 26 is good, but I don't know if 40 is good for you. That's it.
Of course, 40 is good.
So, what are the things that you like, and what's your opinion about long distance relationship?
I've tried it before, but it does not work for me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's because of me. Maybe it's because of the guy. I don't know. I just said to, sorry, what's your name, ma? Your name?
My name?
No, not you. I'm talking to her. Sorry.
Let me assume that your eyes are not working. Can you not see Victory down there?
I'm sorry. Victory. I just told Victory about it. So I don't know. Maybe it's because of me or because of the guy. I don't know. So I've tried long distance relationship before, but it does not work for me. So I don't know. Maybe I should give it a try again or I should not. I don't know. I will not lie.
Uh, why? What were the problems you were having that it didn't work?
I know it's not from me. It's from the guy.
Okay. What was he doing?
So let's say lack of communication. I don't know. From him, not me.
But when you say lack of communication, is it that you people don't talk at all in a day, or you only talk once or once in a while?
Once in a while.
Mm,
When he first got there, we used to talk like normal. We used to talk every day, but then he changed. I don't know what happened, and everything just went.
okay. Because sometimes you can be very, very busy. Like today now, I took half day off. I'll be starting work by 2 o'clock. And I always go to school also. So sometimes it could be very tough for me to sit on the phone. We can chat a little bit. Then, of course, when I get back at home, I'll have my bath and I'll go straight to bed.
When
Sometimes.
I'm saying he's busy, he used to go to club. Do you understand? You will not talk to me that you are busy now. You go to club, you go out with your friends, and you will still update that video on your status. I will see it, and you're telling me that you are busy. That's different.
Okay, that's something totally different. That's something totally different. Because sometimes we could be very, very busy. Like yesterday, I left home around 6 and I didn't get back until 9:30 at night. And so when I got back, I went straight to the shower. I took my shower and I went straight to bed. So it could be like that sometimes. And today is a different thing. And sometimes I still go to school because the language learning is a continuous process. And I live in a country where they speak language. So I have to continue learning the language till, like my teacher said, till I can dream in Swedish, because you don't dream in the language you don't understand. So that's the goal for right now. So how's your family background like?
Like what?
Dad, mom, are they together?
Yes, they're together.
Are they still alive? Do they live in a lorry? Are you living with them? Are you living alone?
No,
What do
they are together and they are still alive. They live in Mina.
Mina?
Yes.
So you've lived in Mina before.
No.
But I also have a question. So if a man does not pray 5 times daily, do you have a problem with that, even though he's a Muslim?
It depends on the and on the excuses that you give.
Ah,
Because I will not
if
lie. I don't sometimes I don't pray 5 times daily too. I will not lie. I will not lie.
so, if the man does not pray, or maybe the atmosphere, because you see, one thing about religion is that sometimes when you change location, the rhythm of your religion changes also. You won't tell your Igbo boss that it's Jumat, so you need to pause at work and go
Yeah,
and pray.
yeah.
And it's the same thing when you're working in the hospital. You won't pause your work and tell your boss that you want to go and pray. So sometimes, and when we get back home, we're so tired. And that's the honest truth. And we go direct. And also, there are also some part. When somebody come up to say that I want a Muslim man, I understand that from the family background, that's the father and the mother will not accept any other person who is not a Muslim.
Muslim.
Even though even though the guy is good, the guy is nice, but they will still want. If my father was alive, I wouldn't have thought of presenting anybody to him if the person is not a Muslim. I mean, those are part of the reasons why it took me this long before I got married, because my father is never going to accept anything lesser than being a Muslim. You will not even try it with him. So, and I lived a little bit in United Kingdom before I moved to US. I came back to Nigeria before I moved here. So it always an atmosphere of seeing people from, not generally Nigerians. I'm not saying that Nigerians do not exist in all of these places. They do. But trying to now looking for a Nigerian who is a Muslim, it's like almost impossible. It's scarce. That was why I came on board when she talked about you wanting to get married to a Muslim and you come from Kwara State. So that was why I came on board. So if you have any other questions, you can ask.
I'm sorry. Have you been married before? Like, and you have kids?
No. And I'll tell you
No.
why. And I'll tell you why this morning. Sometimes if I share the story at work, they always laugh. And it's a serious thing. You see, my dad is a Muslim. And I'll say he's relatively, I won't say, let me use the word rich, because he's a rich man in all fact. So he married more than one wife. And he's always of the opinion that none of my male child will get married to one wife. Everybody must get married to more than one wife. And this is the thing. He said, you will be the one to take the first wife yourself. Then I will be the one to marry you the second wife. And you will all agree with me on this platform that the hardest thing to do is to marry the second wife. And when you go beyond the barrier of the second wife, then you have no limit. You will always marry the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. And he married 10 and he had 48 kids. So That's the only part of Islam. Those are the part of Islam that I personally do not like. Why? Are you in accord with my dad? No, I am not. So he married, and and that's the only part that I basically do not like when it comes to Muslim and Christian. So because of that, I personally said I am not going to take the first one so that you won't give me the second one. And I'm never allowed to tell my father no. Yes. You all know how it works in Nigeria now. Your father cannot be talking and you say, Daddy, so it's not possible. And I have to respect him as a man. So I told him, I decided that I'm not going to take the first one. And he's always telling me, I know you don't want to take the first one so that I won't marry the second one for you, Abby. And I said, no, I have not found the person that I'm looking for. He said, okay, no problem. Until he passed on. So now I think it's the time for me to say, okay, let me now do the way I think is right, which is one man, one wife. If you understand what I mean.
Okay.
So you don't agree with me, Paul? You don't agree?
You want to spoil. You want to spoil.
Forgetting Mike, nobody cares about what you think or believe. Why?
So, what are you looking for in a woman? What are your expectations in a woman?
Of course, nobody would take out the fact that the first thing that comes first is your attitude, your behavior. I want to upset you. I want to see how the way you react. So, if anybody is telling you in 2025 they are looking for big nyash, they are looking for big breasts, they are looking for somebody who can go 10 rounds, me, I'm not on that platform. What I'm on for is first, Iwa, which is your attitude. Are you this kind of person that if you get upset, the whole house is going to burn down? Are you this kind of person that I can actually leave my kids with and say, you know what, those kids are okay? Are you this kind of person that I can trust with my life? Are you this kind of person that is industrious, that can teach me something? I don't need anybody that is coming with money. Money is good, like I always tell everybody, but it's not the basis of everything. So those are the things I want to see. I want to see that communication. I want to see honesty. There'll be that time where I go be number 5, I go be number 6. Okay. We've seen it. That's why I'm saying it. That it's just for what's it called? Consideration purpose. So those are the things I'm looking for. I'm not particularly looking for any other thing, and I'm not this kind of person that requires too much to deal with. Just a little bit of understanding. That's it. I won't promise what I can't
Okay.
do.
And are you
So
willing to
that's it.
try a long distance relationship? Because
Well, it depends on the flow. I am willing, and in actual fact, if you ask me, if there's anything that is more scary for me as somebody who has traveled a lot, is raising up my kids or trying to have my kids here for now when they are young. And that's more reason why I'm willing to try a long distance relationship. If you understand what I mean.
yeah.
kids abroad and kids in Nigeria, you can't compare them. Though I know things are fast changing in Nigeria too. I'm a Nigerian, no, like I'm going to worse but there's still some level of decorum. There's still some level of your mother is speaking, you don't have to speak now.
Bro, I don't think she understands, because what you're saying is that she's gonna stay back in Nigeria while you're still in Sweden. I don't think she understands it.
Well, at the beginning, that's the concept that I want, and it's not. If it's against her wish, I'll try and convince her, and if she doesn't understand, then that means it won't work. Natural fact, because I have seen a lot, and I know if anywhere is worst, anywhere in the world, Sweden is the most worst. They are worse. They are worst set of kids, and regardless of when they come here. So I want them to have that Nigerian orientation, that when the father talks, when the mother talks, the kids don't talk. And I want them to have the orientation that this is your father, this is your mother. They will tell you best what to do. So when they come at the age of 14, 15, 16, they have a little bit of that orientation before they get here. Then it will be easier for them to pick up from that place. But if it's that, you are not, we are not on the same page with that, then we are going to have a little bit of struggle. But again, they can come for holiday and go back. They can come for holiday and go back. Beginning to have this feeling that, okay, these are part of the dividends. And of course, we are still going to come back. I have so many friends of mine who has relocated with their kids to Nigeria. So Miriam, if the thing is that, just like what Mr. Brown said, if you don't think that's a thing for you, then we are going to have a bit of struggle with that.
Sorry, are you done? Are you done talking?
Yes.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I don't have any issue with that.
Like, first of all, just to buttress the points of the other man that's left, I also had the same experience, by which I also have that decision that I will never marry two women, and that's one of the reasons why I'm also still single. So, because no, my father has already also late, but my father never gave up that decision. My father is the kind of freedom man that he do always advise us that do whatever that comes from your mind, and he made us realize the fact that he was a polygamist as a result of his mom. Like he said, his mom was partially probably looking for child for a very long time before she eventually gave birth to him, and after him, his mom also had delay for probably 10 years before she could have second child, and they were three. And my father was the only male child with two sisters. So, and his mom happened to be, all this elderly woman from probably Lagos, with that probably since I faced one or two challenges before having my firstborn, I eventually had him. It took me 9 to 10 years to have second. So I will never allow my son to stick with one woman. And so that's the reason. So my father never...
Who died? Your mother that wanted to have 20 wives, has she died?
You're not getting me. You don't understand me. I said my dad never told us that. You asked me reason for my dad. And I said it was my daddy's mom. You said?
Maybe it's your mom that told you to marry plenty wives.
Please, kindly take your time and understand me.
No,
Not my mom.
That's mommy, the father's mommy.
My father's mommy, my
the
grandma.
father's mom, not his own mom.
Okay, yeah, continue.
The grandmom, because the dad is the only boy. I understand what he's saying.
Thank you, Brown, for going along with me. Thank you so much. So that's the reason. So my father never told us that. But what I'm just the only thing the only similar we have in what Scondis said is like we have our experience too. And in fact, I'm the last born of my mom. My mom is also late. I just one of Bosquet's Scondi experience too, because Paul was like coming for him that listen to what your dad said or something. And Scondi said something I really like. He said, what you've experienced before, you wouldn't want to repeat the same mistake. And generally speaking, I think a philosopher says mistake has to increase experience. Experience has to decrease mistake. The more mistake a mistake is one of the that you are improving. And mistake has to make you improve in some aspect of things. So person like me, I also have my experience when it comes to coming from a polygamous house. So I've never tried it. Because Condi said it's one of the reasons why he's still single at that stage. I think I have something similar. In fact, my former, let me say my immediate ex that I left, I deduced the fact that she might be the reason why I might started want to be looking for second woman or second lady. So I have to let her go. I can't cope with such a lady, and she also understands. She also accepted the fact that I should go, that she can also pray. She should have somebody like me as a brother or as a son to eventually settle down for a girl like her. She also confessed the facts. I have all the proof. So I also have that aim of just sticking to one woman, even for the fact that I'm a Muslim, because I have my experience when it comes to coming from a polygamous or having a polygamist as a father. So I just come to Bosquet's Scondi points. So once you have one or two experience, or you see what your parents went through, or you went to, or you have gone through by the what happened to you, you might don't want to repeat the same thing. Life is all about putting yourself forth, your mental health, your emotional stability. If those things are intact, then whatever that want to come, or you have foreseen that might come over to destabilize it, you have to run away from it, except if you have not had such experience before. So that is what I'm trying to say. So a person like me, if I'm going for a lady, we have to talk, and not just talk. We have to talk and make sure we put whatever we discuss into practice. Because I must confess to you, I've explained the fact that there's one thing for you to go on to be in a talking stage with a lady, or with a lady from a guy, and it is another thing for both of them to put them in practice. There are a lot of liars or deceivers out there, especially when it comes to social media. So long story short, so I'm single, I'm searching, I have alhamdulillah, I have my work I'm doing. I can't say I'm buoyantly rich, but I'm doing okay by the grace of God. So so that's the second thing I probably come up to do. But a lady that I'm looking for has to be a lady in UK. I've done long distance relationship once, and I won't try it again. I see it as emotional punishment and waste of time. I'm the kind of person that whenever I make fault mistake, I do something once, I didn't see it interesting or profitable, I don't try it again. I don't like taking mostly second chances because there's no more time. But she has to be in UK and she has to be working.